Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of Crimes Against Cooking. Today it's Crimes Against Brownies, chocolate brownies. Everybody loves a chocolate brownie, but what does it taste like when you do it yourself? We're about to find out. The results may surprise you. Right, for the purpose of this exercise, we need the following. We need some unsalted butter, we need some caster sugar, we need some cocoa, we need some plain flour, and we need some good old dark chocolate. So the first step in the process is to preheat the oven to 190 degrees Celsius, but I'm putting it down a little bit. We're messing about with the temperatures a smidge because I'm told to line a cake tin, but I don't have a cake tin, so we're doing a roasting tin, but it's not too thick or deep, rather not too deep. It's lined with baking paper, even baking paper. And yeah, so it's gone to about 180. I've put on the temperature there. Next stage is to gently melt the butter and the sugar together in a large pan. Once melted, take off the heat and add the chocolate, stir in until melted. So, we also need eggs. Forgot that. Right, so this is the large pan, although in my opinion it's not large, it's probably more medium. Right, so what we're going to do, we get our little weighing gadget. How do we turn it on? Oh yeah, okay, it's coming on now. Ah, there we go, we're on, okay, we're in business. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so what do we need to do? Gently melt the butter and the sugar together. So if we do the sugar first in here, and this is 450 grams of caster sugar. Is that enough in there, do you think? Hope so. Seems a lot of sugar. Anyway. There we go. Zeroed out there. 450 grams it says. So yeah, whoa. Okay. Maybe. Okay, almost there now. That's a lot of sugar, though, isn't it? Oh, no wonder these things taste so good. So we do have enough sugar available. Almost there, almost 4 for 6. Come on. Yes, excellent, well done that one. Right, okay, so 450 grams, we want to put the sugar in the pan, the large pan. I don't know if this is going to be alright. This looks a bit dodgy. I'm not going to lie. This looks a bit, I don't know. Anyway, right. Butter. The butter is here. It's 225 grams of butter. That's most of this because this is 220. No, this is 250 grams of butter. So most of this goes in. Right, so here we go. Just taking a knife. There we go. Nice. Okay, so can you see it? Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Is that even coming on? Right. So take a bit of that off. Right. That's the bit that's not going to go in. What I would do here is actually cut them up. But actually, it's yeah. Right, hang on. Oh, hang on. There we go, perfect. Okay, nearly. Right? A bit more. 225 is what we're looking for. smidgen more, a smidgen will do it. Smidgen, smidgen, no, smidgen. Okay, 223. What are they playing at? Okay, a little bit more, a little bit. What? 224. Right, the tiniest little bits. No, it's gone to 225. Okay, we'll take that. We'll take that as a win, right? We'll accept the challenge. Right, so we'll take this and now we put this in like that. All right, there we go. Perfect. Oh yes. Right, is this coming on? Hope so. Just, you know. We just gotta wait for it to melt, do we, or something? Is that what happens now? Once melted, take off the heat and add the chocolate. So whilst that's melting, we're gonna get the chocolate, right? And it says 140 grams of dark chocolate, which is this here. We went for the cheapest possible dark chocolate because, you know, we I'm fed up of spending money. Right, 140 grams. I'm guessing that's just over half, is it? Smells of dark chocolate as well. It really does. I mean, if you know what dark chocolate smells like, it smells exactly like that. Right. Alright, only a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more. Okay, almost. Go on. I think that'll do. Okay, in this instance, I feel like less is more on the dark chocolate thing, right? My opinion. There we go. Does it say gently melt it together? Yeah, it does say gently. So I'm feeling like a high heat is probably not what they had in mind when they said gentle. So here we go. Just like this, huh? I'm just fearful of this sugar being like decimated or something. I don't know. The butter should melt nicely. This recipe has come direct from the BBC Good Food Guide, by the way. So you know it's good quality stuff, right? Right, some of the butter is like really starting to sizzle. I don't know if that's a desired result there, but there you go. Right. Oh yes. Okay, right. Some of it is actually getting stuck to the bottom of the pan now. So taking it off the heat and just continue to mix it a smidge, right? So I'm guessing this is what it's supposed to look like, really, isn't it? I mean, that's what they say to me. Look, there we go. Look at that. Not yet completed. Mix it, mix it, mix it. Gentle mixy, mixy. Put it on the heat a second. Ouchie. Just got a couple more bits of butter left to melt. Right. It's got to all be melted before we move on to the next stage, isn't it? Almost done, almost done, almost done, almost done, almost done, almost done, almost done. Oh my shit, God. Right, some of the sugar appears to have stuck to the bottom of the pan, but never mind, isn't it? I feel. Right, okay, I think we're almost done here with the butter. I think that should probably be okay. Next stage here is to add the chocolate and stir until melted. There, the chocolate is in. It's all going to melt in nicely. All right. Oh, it's actually already melting. Who knew chocolate would melt so quickly? My God, isn't it? Yeah. Look at that. Only been in like 2 seconds. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Okay, I love that. I love that for me. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Alright, it's pretty much ready, right? The rest of it will melt on its own, etc. Right, got to beat in the eggs and stir in the flour and the cocoa powder. Now, this is going to be a bit of an issue, I feel. So, does it all have to be in that order? Also, I don't know if it's all going to fit in here. I'm a bit afraid now, if I'm being honest with you, a bit afraid. So the next stage, what we're going to do is thus, right? No, I know. Got it. Right, eggs next, 5 of them, right? The eggs all go in the one thingy. Right. So if I put the eggs in here, like this, right? 1 there. 2. Oh. 3. 4. And a 5th one. Well, 5 eggs altogether, right? Now you've got to beat it in with, ordinarily it would be a whisk. We're gonna do it with this fork type thing, all right, for the moment. Yep, looking good, looking good. Don't know if this is how it's supposed to look, but you know, what can you do? All right, let's do this a little bit. The eggs seem to be sort of floating around a little bit, not really getting involved, which is a bit worrying. Shouldn't the eggs be sort of attempting to mix with the crowd and stuff, you know? Alright, okay. Leave the eggs and the rest of it there. The next stage is 150 grams of... 150 grams... No, it's not. 110 grams of plain flour, which is this. Alright. 110 grams, which is not a huge amount, so that's good. Right. I love small amounts. That's what Mrs. says anyway, I believe. 10 grams. Oh, there we go. Okay, just ticked over to 112. That'll do anyway. Now, what we're going to do, because this is, you know, because we're a little bit stupid, we don't have a sieve, right? So what we're going to do is we put it in here. We need to just fluff it up a little bit, right? Air it a little bit, because we don't actually have a proper sieve. We used to, but now we don't, for reasons. Right, just to kind of air it a little bit, not too much, just make it a little bit fluffy and that, you know, a little bit fluffy. That's all we need. There I'll do. Fluffiness is key, fluffiness is key. Let me just sort of pour it in like that, right? There we go. And we mix it up a little bit. Okay, mix it up. We need to be very careful now because we're almost at the top of the thing, right? We're very close to being at the top of the mixture, of the pan. Yeah, we're near the very top of the pan, so that's a bit... Makes me wish that I'd used a bigger pan, really, if I'm being honest, right? Okay, just a little bit anyway. I mean, what am I supposed to do with this pan here? Yeah. Let's just make sure it's all mixed up and that, you know? It's got to be completely intertwined. You know what I mean? Otherwise it's not going to work, is it? I don't think. It's just not going to work. Here we go. Oh, that's better, that's better. That's much better. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that mixture. Jesus Christ, that's dark, isn't it? That is well dark. I'm not going to lie. I've got one more thing to add next, and that is the cocoa powder. Right. Here we go. Here we go. Right, okay, cocoa powder next. Does it really need cocoa powder? It already looks dark enough, doesn't it? My goodness. Alright, okay. So it says cocoa powder, which is 55 grams. Here we go. 55 grams of cocoa powder coming right up. Okay. Okay, almost. Stop. Okay, a bit. Maybe more. There we go. Okay, that's enough. Alright. We tip this in here, like say. There we go. Oh, it's looking good, that is. That's looking absolutely marvellous. It's looking very special, not gonna lie. Look at that. Oh my word. Look at that mixture. I've never made brownies before, in case I hadn't mentioned that already, but this is the first time ever. And it's an experience. To be honest with you, it's not a difficult recipe and it's not a difficult thing to do. So I feel like any one of you could do this. Definitely if I can. I mean, we haven't seen the final result yet, have we, to be fair? But if I can do this like this, there's absolutely no problem anybody else doing it. Trust me on this one. Okay, so I think that's probably okay, right? It might be, might not be, who knows. Right, so pour the brownie batter into the prepared tin and bake for 30 to 35 minutes, or until the top of the brownie is just firm, but there is enough of a gentle wobble in the middle. You know what I've forgotten to do, right? I'm an absolute stupid person, not a moron, some might say. I forgot to put the friggin' light on, didn't I? That's why I've got this little contraption here. It's got like a ring light and everything. And I forgot to do it. Whole purpose. Jesus Christ. Okay, so you can see it, maybe. No, right. Now what we need to do, we grab our tin. Right, this is the tin, pre-prepared tin. And we pour it in, like this. Right? Pour it all the way in. Woo. Do, 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 do. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, that looks absolutely banging. This looks banging. If there ever was something that looked banging, this would be it. Absolutely. Definitely. Alright, here we go. I would say that is pretty much that. Alright, pretty much that. There we go. No complaints. There's the... Ouch. There we go. Right, how are we doing? We okay? You all positive here? Right, move this backwards a little bit. Right, put this down. Can we put this down so you can see a little bit better? Right, we open up here, and we just put this inside. We put it in here now for 30 to 35 minutes. Okay. There you go. Off you go, and off it goes. 30 minutes later. Right, and this is the final product. This, it's not too bad actually, I'm not gonna lie. Right, so we've got this. Yeah, it looks quite spongy-ish. Right, we're gonna cut it now and see how it fares. Right, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Right, yeah, a bits there like that. Only supposed to have like, it's supposed to be like tiny squares and things like that, right? So, right, there we go. Well, we can take this up we go, up we go, up we go. How's that for you? Okay. Around this, like the edges are a bit more burnt than in the middle, but all in all, looks all right. And the proof of the pudding was indeed in the tasting. Now, I'm not gonna blow my own trumpet, right? That wouldn't be a good idea on that video, but I've got to say it was actually really good. It was actually really nice, and I wouldn't say that if it wasn't nice, right? It looked good. It tasted even better. That's all I can say. It had like a crispy on the top and kind of soft, more gooey centre, which is the hallmark of the brownie, right? It had all the bits and pieces and bits and bobs that make brownies what they are. It actually tasted really good. I had some straight away. It was quite warm still, which meant it tasted, you know, it was as God intended. I've had some more since. It tastes absolutely banging. I can't even downplay this. It was really good. This definitely was not a crime against cooking. This was absolutely banging, to say the least. So I hope you have enjoyed this little exercise. If anybody wants a recipe, let me know. It's on the BBC Good Food Guide. Brownies, right? And it was a very, very easy to do. Very easy. It wasn't even a taxing little thing, you know, that was just really easy. And it tasted really good. So I would recommend it if anybody wants to try it. So please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. And subscribe if you'd like to see more of my crimes against cooking.